Question number 7 from 11.2. In a study of high school students at least 16 years of age, researchers obtained survey results summarized in the accompanying table, and there was the source. Use a 0.05 significance level to test the claim of independence between texting while driving and driving when drinking alcohol. Are those two risky behaviors independent of each other? So we do want to go ahead and first identify what our claim is. And so we have texting and alcohol while driving. So I'll just, for short, I'll use texting and alcohol as my variable names here. So texting and alcohol are independent. And in the alternate hypothesis, we throw in the not. So texting and alcohol are not independent. And in abbreviating that much, I am taking quite a liberty there. If you were writing this up as part of a report, you would be much more detailed about it. You wouldn't go ahead and abbreviate to the extent that I'm doing it here. So there is our hypothesis statement. Again, I'm going to put in the R and the S to help with writing the conclusion. And the claim was of independence. So once again, we are starring the R. And now we can move forward our significance level. That is alpha. Alpha is 0.05, which means we will reject the null hypothesis if our p-value is less than or equal to 0.05. And we would go ahead, take these 4 numbers over to StatDisk to go ahead and run our test of independence here. So 731, 156, let's get rid of those. 751, 156, 3054, 4564. 3054, 4564. And analysis, contingency tables. Our significance level was 0.05. Our data is in columns 7 and 8. So hit evaluate, hit plot. And what we see is our test statistic is well off into the right tail. And our p-value is 0. I'm going to go ahead and copy this over here. And so 598.483, just to be consistent with our rounding, which has been 3 digits on the test statistic. That's consistent with table A4. It's also consistent with the plot screen. And our p-value was all zeros. And all zeros is definitely less than 0.05, so we reject the null hypothesis. And when we reject the null hypothesis, we have the evidence. And what we have the sufficient evidence to is reject the claim that there is independence between texting while driving and driving while drinking. Alcohol. So reading that all together, we have sufficient evidence to reject the claim that there is independence between texting while driving and driving while drinking alcohol. So these two things are not independent of each other. And if, so are these two risky behaviors independent of each other? No, we rejected that idea when we rejected the null hypothesis. So there does seem to be an association, some association between those two.